Hi.
That's good.
Good morning, everyone, and thanks for giving me this opportunity. I'm myself Sri Ramnadh Mandali. I'm a CEO founder of Lipon Group, and I'm working on this streets for the last 10 years, how to develop new technologies and new products based on the TRIZ methodology and the tools. Basically, I'm a quality scientist and data scientist working on different tools and methodology. I work for GE and Alstom Power Services in R&D development. For the last 20 years, I'm in R&D, and now I'm getting good opportunity working on TRIZ tools using AI and digital innovation. So, how this practical pathway really helps the AI TRIZ tools in the next future? Maybe people are using their ideas, developing prototypes, and then go for scaling. But using conventional methodology and the tools which we are using right now, they might be help us in less productivity way, but AI will really help in more productivity. That means it can reduce a lot of time, and the tools which we are bringing out using AI is more effective and accurate. And sometimes we didn't find much data in particular focus of area, but later on it collects lot of data from different sources. It gives a lot of data sets that really helps in industries, academics to collaborate to each other and scaling better. So this methodology is really helps in building the innovation, but AI trace tools really scale it up much better with accuracy and the less productivity. So the introduction part is like we have been using these quality tools, like we use a lot of quality tools in our industrial area, and the most part here is we will take action point of view. We will come from the practical world to real world industrial applications. But now this methodology is also helps in understanding the human behaviors, sciences, emotions, a lot of social impact. So these things are not being included in conventional methodology. So AI will really helps in understanding the environmental conditions, societal behavior. All these factors will also be included. That's where the a very big impact we can see from these AI trace tools. These are the comparison of traditional tools to AI tools. I have just given an outlook how this manufacturing quality, product quality, and the cost benefit, competitiveness, environmental quality is enhanced using the AI tools. So these are the four pillars we can see for the trees initially, but now we had to increase AI assistant innovation also on the top of the uh, house of the quality, which I'm trying to introduce this new concept, trends of evolution and AI and digital innovation, which is really helps to understand the more and more data we collect, and AI models we can predict really helps good innovations and scale to the manufacturing requirements. So I try to give you overview how this business impact is also impacted by these TRIS tools and quality tools. So you can see these tools, management systems, and team. They're mostly working for efficiency, cost reduction, and business segmentations, dynamizations. All these factors really impacted by TRIZ and quality tools nowadays. For example, I try to give this field analysis where This is one of the product which we are working for water filtration technique. So here, if you look at the original system, the filtrate is required, which is more costly in manufacturing and also detection system. Now, the new solution, if you look at this, we had to see that how this environmental is connected, like natural resources. There are a lot of available filtrates that we can see from the nature, from the rocks, how this water is filtrating, how the sand is filtrating, gravels. These are all things we know. But unfortunately, we cannot replicate those kind of systems. So for this kind of things, we use artificial intelligence for detection system as well as filtration system, and then we can easily redundant that mostly costliest equipments inside the filter. So how we can do that? We try to convert these harmful products to the useful products using the Sioux field analysis. This is one of the way which we try to do the lot of innovation. Um, we can do by using mechanical, chemical, gravitational, ultraviolet kind of technologies for filtrations. All these things we can use it. But for this, how AI will help us? So this is one example I am trying to help you in the research. When you are doing a lot of research, how language algorithms really analyze a large database of your materials. For example, natural absorbents, UV sensitive components, how they are used in third party field segmentations, maybe in the medical or in the defense. So we don't know. So we had to collect this data, but unfortunately, the data is not available. So with the use of AI, we'll just ask where this data can we find, what kind of materials we can use, what are the models we can build using this kind of technology. So what if scenarios, if I can use this kind of filtrate, what will happen? So these kind of system simplifications using the subfield is really helps us. But what is the challenge here? Yes, definitely a lot of components coming into the picture. Okay, it's a family of system components. We need to find which is redundant, which is not useful, which is harmful. So this takes little bit of time and trial and error method initially, but later on, once you develop a small prototype and then use it in the field, come back again after the failure, then we can develop a new model according to your requirement. So that is one kind of system simplification, and the field optimization, harm reduction, innovation insights. This is very, very important for what exactly AI contribution really helps in hidden opportunities for it. What kind of hidden opportunity? If you look at this data driven and data generate, so there are two things. One is data driven. It is already, we have seen certain failures, and the data shows that these kind of failures. This is the data driven. Data generation, there is no more available of any data. That means you didn't see any failure at any time. So what we can do is we can randomly generate the data. Initially, we make them to fail, put it in field, get them fail, and then come back again and do your iteration process. So this kind of analysis really helps using the AI data driven and AI generated models. So I have given a huge um, differentiation chart where you can see each and every step in AI TRIZ tools. How this we can validate it, our simulations, reducing chemical uses, triggering automatical adjustments in chemical dosing. This is one of the example used in chemical plants for hazardous chemicals, which is in real time. So nobody will go and collect the data for hazardous. Okay, but AI will really helps in where human intervention is impossible. It's very complex. So whenever there is a complexity is there, we try to use AI. How you will solve the problem? So when we ask this question, and we will just try with that kind of trial and error method. If it really success, okay. But sometimes AI will not give certain accurate results. So we need to understand some kind of complexity here: the human intervention, human intelligence, and AI intelligence, and along with the TRIZ tools, the guidance. So I try to mix with all these parameters. And as an engineer, we need to understand the engineering concepts and apply it on real-time applications, find out the accurate results. Until unless if you don't solve the real functionality of the problem is not at solved. So at least we try to solve the problem, how better we can solve the problem in less time. So this is where AI will really help in. And you can see this idea generation also. We try to find lot of brainstorming sessions. I try to optimize some scientific parameters. So if I increase the weight, what will happen? If I decrease the density, what will happen? So if I don't know about those kind of problems which are in practical and which is not accessible, I cannot solve it. But A, with the help of A, it will take small step to move forward. Okay, let me try with this, and then come with a new solution. And definitely the speed and scalability will be increases. Validation and testing is also increases. Decision point is very, because as an engineer and experienced on the scientific reasons, so I can easily judge sometimes this might be happens, this is true. But mostly some complex problems we cannot judge, and those kind of things we had to wait till it we need to understand what environmental conditions really impacted on that, because it takes time. So Aries is the biggest tool in trees. So how really helps using AI. So I tried to find out for automobile industry. So when I'm working on automobile failure products and services in automotive components especially, I found this lot of contradictions, and resources solutions also very typical for us, because most of the data is not available in the operational conditions, because it's a dynamic and it's a kinematic. So obviously a lot of data is missing. So how we need to do this using the TRIZ tools, and predictive analytics is the biggest challenge for me. How what will happen in the future, in the next 2 years, 3 years, like that. So I try to analyze it in different methodology. So the step-by-step process of arrange, and where exactly I can use AI. For example, this is a defined problem. How AI will come into this an historical failure data, like I said earlier, and system component analysis. How AI will, it's a model interactions. So like this, if you understand the chain of arrays, that step-by-step process I have analyzed, and which components are most complexity, uh, the parts in automobile. So each and every part can be easily identified using this TRIZ AI. So future, if you look at trends of evolution, especially I can give this example on electronics and some of the smart boards. So just given an output like this, initially mechanical, electrical, it is evolution is takes place to into digital now, AI based, data driven, and data generated products. So chalkboard initially converted into how it is being converted into AI tools now, because nobody using now even a smart board also. Everybody is using AI mobile applications, or anything that you can just voice control. It gives holograms and everything will come in future. So this is one of the example I just given in detail how these 40 principles really helps in TRIZ traditionally, and how AI supported TRIZ tools really helps in root cause problems and identification of students. And this is for smart board. Uh, I don't have much time to explain in detail, but this presentation has been already given to them. So please go through it. So obviously, what my conclusion is that ideality, how to increase your ideality, either you increase the benefits or you reduce the cost and harm. So these three parameters are very important. That's where I'm trying to use much AI using TRIZ tools and quality tools to reduce these as much as harm. Because when we are working with environmental conditions, we need to be very careful. All our equipments and scientific technology should be sustainable towards the environmental. So this is uh, the differences which I bought it. You can just go through it. Huge um, benefits from AI trees in future. If you have any questions, please let me know.
Thank you, Mr. Mandali, for your presentation and sharing us your information, your experience. Uh, of course, we will leave some minutes for getting questions from our audience, and maybe I would ask you, but could you please just mention which is the main benefit or main advantage from your practice of having this collaboration between AI and trees, which you couldn't get as a value if you use only AI as a specialist or as a tree specialist, only trees. Uh, what kind of such values?
I can see that a lot of productivity and in the manufacturing sector, service sector. There are two sectors which is benefited from AI, because if you look at human beings make mistakes, definitely there must be some kind of cross checks, and lot of data is required for interpretation.
Hmm.
But when we get this AI, if an experienced person understand the problem statement very well and how to solve it, he can easily solve it through AI, and with much less time. And for manufacturing and services, it's really helpful in increasing the productivity. And the
Hmm.
cost reduction is the biggest challenge in the industries. So obviously, this tools and software methodologies, where the innovation is required for tier 1 to tier 11, tier 9, the research
Hmm.
takes a lot of time. So if
Hmm.
we can reduce this much of time from 3 months to sometimes 18 months, 5 years, so we can reduce this time by using these AI tools. That's what I felt is the biggest time reduction process.
Uh-huh. And you personally, which types of AI technology you are interested in for the coming maybe uh, couple years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for myself, I try to use most of the AI models, like machine learning models, like feature extraction, image analysis, and mostly data interpretation tools. How better
Mhm.
we can differentiate with the existing versus conventional. So these
Mhm.
kind of things will really helps me to learn very quickly. So what if I use this kind of methodology than the existing methodology? So
Mhm.
that differentiations, nobody will teach you. Even if I want to go into a gray area, which I don't know, but AI
Mhm.
can really helps in to educate me very well, and streamline my process of thoughts to exact problem solutions. So that's where I
Mhm.
use a lot of language models, the Python tools, the language which I try to use, and data extraction, data feature extraction models, language models, text to speech, all
Mhm.
these image to we can say uh, the AI image differentiation models. These kind
Okay.
of really helps us.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I will switch to Russian. Коллеги, пожалуйста, ваши вопросы нашему спикеру. У нас есть еще несколько минут, можно задать и послушать ответы. Можете задавать голосом, можно задавать в текстом, но лучше, наверное, представиться, показаться. Будет вам интересно все-таки встретиться на конференции. Пожалуйста.
Yeah. Any questions,
Вопрос можно?
Ramesh?
Yes, we have. Да, пожалуйста. Александр Наумов, пожалуйста.
Александр Ильич, Трегубов. Вопрос следующий. Скажите, пожалуйста, при использовании искусственного интеллекта, как вы утверждаете, конечно, это большое подспорье и так далее, производительность. Сокращаете ли вы источники информации для искусственного интеллекта для формирования ответов, вами задаваемых этому инструменту? Спасибо.
Mr. Mandali, if just listen to the question, if everything is fine, you can answer, please.
Yeah, I didn't understand. Could you please explain in English? Hello.
Yeah, do you hear the translation, Mr. Mandali? Okay. He's asking whether you are using some specific questions to refocus on using the AI tool during, for example, creating prompts.
Ah, see, the questions always depends on the scope of work. So I keep boundary conditions to myself, the scientific way. And when I am asking questions, I need to understand the background also, history. Without history of the product or the history of the problem, we should not ask the right questions. The wrong questions will give wrong answers. So definitely, you need to study a lot before asking any question. It's like you need to understand what exactly AI will interpret. Okay, there must be some kind of matching between the results which is thrown out, and also you should know some minimum knowledge when you are looking into the answers. So it will give thousand answers, but you need to understand which is relevant. So ultimately, you yourself pick up the right answers. Even though if you give wrong questions, sometimes it will give a lot of answers, but you need to have that experience to choose right answers. So it all depends on experience.
Okay, thank you. Александр, вы получили ответ на вопрос? Или уточнять хотите?
Спасибо. Имелось в виду больше, ограничиваете ли вы базу для искусственного интеллекта, с чего он будет формировать вам ответы? Вот в
Well,
чем вопрос.
do you restrict the databases of the AI tools to give you the answers on your questions and your tasks?
Yes, definitely. I have to go back according to the question. What are the relevant past historical data available? Either it is a standards, either it is in real-time experiences, operating issues of that particular system. I need to get some data for that, and we had to find lot of databases across the globe. I have to search it, then only I'll question the AI to give the answer.
Okay, thank you. Any more questions? We still have a couple minutes. Please. Let me look at the chat if we have something there. No questions here. Okay. So I would thank you very much for joining us, Mr. Mandali, and hopefully you will have a great experience which you can share us in next coming conference. You know, our year is 100 year of Mr. Altshuler. So you are welcome also to share your events if you want to leave the Indian footprint here. So thank you very much, and we are switching to the next participant.
Thank you very much. Thanks for giving the opportunity.
Thank you. Пожалуйста, переходим сейчас к следующему выступлению. У нас на очереди